When storms rage and darkness surrounds you, it is easy to feel abandoned, as if God has turned away. But hear this truth: God is never absent. He is working in the unseen, moving in ways beyond our understanding. Think of Joseph, sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. To the world, he was forgotten, lost in suffering. But in the unseen, God was shaping his destiny, preparing him to rise to power and save a nation. Think of Job, stripped of everything: wealth, family, health. Yet his faith endured. He could not see God's purpose in the pain, but in the unseen, God was writing a story of restoration, one that would testify to his faithfulness for generations. And above all, think of Jesus. As he hung on the cross, his disciples lost hope, believing the darkness had won. But in the unseen, God was orchestrating the greatest victory, conquering sin and death once and for all. Your struggle is not in vain. Your tears are not unnoticed. When it seems like nothing is changing, when the weight is too heavy to bear, remember, God is moving behind the scenes, aligning every moment for his perfect plan. So do not lose hope. Hold fast to your faith. Even when you cannot see him, he is there. Even when you do not understand, he is working all things together for your good. We walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. We often pray for answers, for relief, for a sign that God has not forgotten us. But God does not work on our timeline. He works on his. What feels like a delay is often divine preparation. What seems like silence is actually God positioning you for something greater. Look at David, anointed as king while still a shepherd. Yet he spent years running from Saul, hiding in caves, facing battles he never asked for. He could have given up, questioned God, and surrendered to despair. But instead, he trusted in the unseen. And in God's perfect time, he was crowned, not just as a king, but as a man after God's own heart. Maybe you are in a season of waiting. Maybe your prayers seem to go unanswered, but waiting is not wasting when you trust in the Lord. Every struggle, every delay, every trial is refining you, strengthening you, and shaping you for the blessing that is coming. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31, faith that defies the storm. The enemy wants you to believe that your situation is hopeless, that your pain is permanent. But we serve the God of resurrection, the God of miracles, the God who speaks to the storm and says, "Peace, be still." When Peter walked on water, he only began to sink when he took his eyes off Jesus and focused on the waves. The storm did not pull him down, his doubt did. But even in his moment of weakness, Jesus reached out and pulled him up. God is doing the same for you. He's reaching into your storm, into your pain, into your doubt, saying, "Do not fear, for I am with you." No matter how fierce the storm, no matter how long the night morning is coming, your breakthrough is closer than you think. Hold on, stay faithful, and trust in the unseen. Because God is not finished with you yet.